Across the seven seas, among legends of gold and bravery, there was a very special pirate. His name? Captain Waverly. But unlike other pirates, he wasn't famous for battles or treasure. He was known for his incredible stories. He had a unique talent for turning any situation into a spectacular adventure. However, on this particular day, Waverly would face a challenge he never imagined. His crew was missing, stranded on a mysterious island full of strange creatures and hidden secrets. And to rescue them, he would have to do something he had always avoided: face the vast and unpredictable sea. Despite his fear, Waverly didn't give up. He prepared for the journey by gathering unusual supplies, all based on his own stories. Into his bag went a rubber chicken, a giant feather, and even a shiny hat after all. You never know when something like that might come in handy. By his side, his sarcastic parrot, Squawkers, watched everything with suspicion. As Waverly set sail in a tiny boat and began his journey, the sea seemed determined to test him. Massive waves, furious winds, and a storm that sent shivers down his spine. But Waverly, with his vivid imagination, saw it all as a great story and narrated his own adventure aloud, as if he were a legendary hero. After a journey filled with scares and stumbles, Waverly finally spotted the island. He expected to find terrifying beasts and unspeakable dangers, but what he found was something unexpected. The island's creatures were eccentric, colorful, and incredibly curious. They didn't want to fight, they wanted to hear stories. As soon as Waverly began telling his adventures, the creatures were captivated. He excitedly described the time he battled a giant spaghetti monster, or when he tricked an octopus with a fake hat. With each new story, the quirky islanders laughed and clapped, delighted to have such a talented storyteller among them. It was in the middle of this great celebration that Waverly finally found his crew. But to his surprise, they were never in danger. The island's inhabitants had welcomed the pirates as guests and were having so much fun listening to stories that no one wanted to leave. Waverly then realized that his true treasure wasn't gold-filled chests or sparkling jewels. His greatest treasure had always been the joy of sharing stories and creating unforgettable moments with others. With a light heart and a big smile, Waverly prepared to set sail once again. His crew boarded the ship, and Squawkers, as sarcastic as ever, threw one last playful remark at the captain. But this time, Waverly just laughed. He knew he had conquered his greatest fear and, more importantly, had discovered that true courage comes from facing challenges with a smile. And so, Captain Waverly and his crew sailed off toward new adventures, traveling across the seven seas ready to share their stories wherever they went. Because in the end, some stories are more valuable than any treasure.